Thanks for clicking on the video, everyone. And today we are going to do story time. Are you ready for story time, Ender?
Yeah.
Great. Why don't you come on this side of the camera and look at the pictures as I read to you. We are going to read a little golden book. This is Dungeons & Dragons Perfect Party. And believe it or not, this is not the first golden book with Dungeons & Dragons. It's the third. The others being A Long Rest for Little Monsters, and another one based on the first episode of the animated series, The Adventure Begins. Welcome to the channel where we munch on multiple nerdy things, from board games to Dungeons & Dragons, comic books to toys, video games on Saturdays, and gamer snacks on Sundays. We also do monthly giveaways, and this is our giveaway for the month of April. It is a number of family weight board games. So I'll put a link down below how you can win this cool prize. And if you're watching this from the future, you can click our main channel page to see our current giveaway. And if you enjoyed the video you're about to watch, hopefully consider hitting that like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out on the channel. Thank you for watching. We are going to read The Perfect Party. The back of the book is just some general advertising for the rest of the series. These books are pretty short and sweet. The main complaint I have about them is they are printed on stiff cardboard. There's really no binding per se. You really want to bend the cardboard from the back here, because if you bend it from the front, you'll end up with some crease marks. You can see some of the paint already flaking off from the side of the spine here. Okay, so let's get this book cracked open. We have some credits here. And let's start off the story. Tess is the leader of a special group of friends who go on fantastic missions together, an adventuring party called the Fallbacks. Each brave member has unique skills that help the group accomplish their goals. We have a job to go into Undermountain Dungeon and find someone's missing pet goldfish, Tess says, pointing at a map of the dungeon. She has invited Anson, Kazrin, Balric, and Lark to a meeting so she could present her plan. The five of us make the perfect adventuring party for this dangerous quest. Is that pretty cool, Ender?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here is the map. And yeah, you can see this creature was at the table as well. Let's bring Uggy with us, Anson suggests. He loves their pet, Old Tog. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're friendly three-legged beasts who will happily gobble up any garbage she finds. These creatures definitely love to live in the sewers, Ender. Do we have to? Balric asks. She always gets into trouble, and our snacks. As the party debates, Uggy sniffs around the yawning portal in and finds a deep, dark well. While no one is looking, she jumps right into it. Is that a good idea, Ender? No, probably not, huh? Anson turns to look at Uggy, but can't find her. She was just here, he cries. Looking around, he knows a trail of garbage crumbs leading to the well. She must have gone down into Undermountain. We've got to save her. First, we need a plan, Tess says. There's no time for planning. Uggy's in danger, Anson declares, leaping into the well. The others have no choice but to follow the big-hearted fighter. The adventurers find themselves in a gloomy corridor. Kazrin pulls out her special wizard's spellbook for a spell to light her staff. I've read about Undermountain Dungeon, Kazrin says. It is vast, dank, and dark. In fact, it's the biggest dungeon in Faerun. Then how will we find Uggy, says Lark. Follow the garbage, Balric answers. You can smell it. The garbage trail leads to a door. Balric tries the handle. Locked, he says. Allow me, says Tess. I'm a rogue, an expert at picking locks. The elf gets to work. We should be ready for battle once I open up this door. Lark, you're our bard. Can you sing us a song to make us feel brave and heroic? Bards use mystical skills to help their fellow adventurers, strumming his lute. Lark plays a song that casts a spell of heroism. The party feels brave and ready to face whatever is behind the door. Tess opens the door and sees a ferocious Do you know what this is, Ender?
Owlbear?
That's right. It's a ferocious owlbear. Uggy's trail leads to a tunnel on the other side of the room, Tess whispers. We got to reach it. We will, vows Anson. Just leave the owlbear to me. Since Anson is a fighter, he can use his strength and speed to defeat his enemies with many different weapons. The monster rushes forward, but Anson bravely defends his friends by knocking it down. The owlbear gets up, keeps fighting, so Anson pulls out his special magical sword. He points it towards the owlbear and shoots a lightning bolt. Zrak! What a blast, Balric shouts. Startled, the owlbear runs away, leaving the path clear. Come on, Kazrin calls, leading the way to the dark tunnel. A few minutes later, they see what? Do you know what this is, Ender?
No.
No? They have a toy of that at home. That's a gelatinous cube. A giant clear cube traps its victims in its dangerous ooze. I'll calm the cube with my music, Lark suggests, stepping in front of the group confidently. Balric looks doubtful. I don't think the gelatinous cube appreciates music. In fact, do they even have ears? Kazrin aims her staff. I've read about a spell that can help. Ray of Frost will slow it down, and we can slip right by. Shroom! Kazrin's spell freezes the gelatinous cube, and the five friends scoot past it. But some of it oozes as it gets on Anson's arm. Ah! He yelps. I'll fix it, says Balric. As a cleric, Balric can ask the gods to lend him their powers. Eldroth, goddess of healing waters, please grant me the power to heal. Balric's lantern glows with magic, and soon Anson's arm is all better. How are you going to find Uggy and that goldfish down here? Lark wonders aloud as the group exits the tunnel into a giant cavern. Before they can go further, Tess tells them all to wait. I'll check for traps, she says, pulling out her magic cat mask down over her eyes. Looking through the mask, she can see a hidden trap above the bridge. I guess that's right there. Leaping like an acrobat, she disables the trap. It's safe now, Tess assures them. Meanwhile, Anson kneels by an underground river. What's this? Could it be the fish we're looking for? What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like a goldfish for sure. But before he can call to the others, a displacer beast leaps into their path, snarling and roaring. It whips its deadly tentacles, and suddenly there are two displacer beasts. Tess knows a displacer beast can look like it's in two places at once. Kazrin, throw a Chu scene spell, she orders. Lark, cast Enthrall. Balric, cast Guiding Bolt from your mace. Wow, a lot of magical spells within the story. The team flies into action. Kazrin casts her spell so they can see where the displacer beast really is. And Lark plays his lute, taming the monster. Finally, Balric calls to the gods and blasts Guiding Bolt from his mace, creating a glittering white streak of light above the monster. Crack! The displaced beast knows it's outmatched and slinks away from the shadows. Anson shows the victorious heroes the goldfish seen earlier. Using a glass vessel filled with water, he scoops up the creature. This is no place for a little goldfish. Let's get you to safety, he says. Mission complete, Ender. In a dark chamber above the bridge, the team finds Uggy with a beholder. This is Xanderthal, Tess says to her fellow adventurers. He's the one who hired us to find his lost pet. I should have known that. He does like to have a goldfish by his side. The beholder sneers. Your help is no longer needed. I miss my beloved fish, but I found a new pet. Anson holds the vessel containing the goldfish. How about we trade for your old pet? Zyglar, Xanderthar cries out with joy upon seeing his goldfish. It's a deal. And look at that. Once they are out of the dungeon, the five brave friends celebrate the safe recovery of Uggy. We succeeded because we worked together, Tess tells the others. I told you we were the perfect party. No, Lark says, this is the perfect party. Is that pretty cool? What are they doing here, Ender?
Celebrating?
Yeah, they're celebrating, having a wondrous time. All right, so that is the end of the story. What did you think about the story, Ender?
Good.
Good. What's your favorite part? Do you have a favorite creature? Or how about this? What kind of character would you like to be? Would you like to be a fighter, a rogue, or someone that does magic or sing?
Magic.
Magic. You like to be a wizard, huh? Well, I would agree with you there. I usually like to play magic users when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons. Well, that is the story. Maybe one day we will play Dungeons and Dragons together. What are my own personal thoughts about this story? I actually thought it was better than I thought it was going to be. The artwork is acceptable. The story is pretty engaging. It shows off some of the major classes in D&D, as well as associated abilities, some magic items, and multiple creatures. I thought that the end with the Xanderthar with the goldfish is a nice Easter egg. I didn't anticipate him being in the story, but I should have guessed that, as you can sort of see his silhouette here in the front cover. Anyways, it's widely available. This book just got released. I'm sure you can find a copy at your local bookstore. Thanks for listening, everybody. That has been Storytime with the Little Golden Book, Dungeons & Dragons, The Perfect Party. Thanks for watching. Your time is always appreciated, and keep on adventuring out there. Good job, Ender.